Probably heard now about the Republican bill where they are discussing to basically denaturalize people and to end dual citizenship. Okay, so let's go ahead. A lot going on with this administration and especially with our immigration. Let's go ahead and listen to the lovely Jasmine Crocket. She never disappoints. Okay, let's listen to what she has to say with regard to what's happening with immigrants, illegal immigrants, and also about denaturalization with regard to American citizens having dual citizenship. And here we go. Issues with literally like I won't get so graphic, but involving urine and some other things. You and she feel free to get graphic. Well, I mean, there were allegations that because they were actually depriving them of water, that they literally were having to drink their own urine. Wow. This can't be America. But obviously, in Trump's America, this is exactly what he wants. And the idea that one person can get out of line and commit such a horrific crime as shooting two National Guardsmen that never, ever asked to be here. In fact, we know the young lady that lost her life specifically, we're saying that this is a waste of time. But now you want to go against every single immigrant. That doesn't make sense. And it's frankly not who we are, because if that's the case, let's talk about the white supremacists and how many of them need to be kicked out of this country, because I can guarantee you, I can track down more crimes that they've committed, because overall immigrants have a lower crime committal rate than white supremacists, but we don't want to talk about that in this country.
I mean, the FBI has for years said that homegrown terrorism is
correct.
A much bigger issue than anything from any other country. One of the things that we keep hearing the president say is that he is going to denaturalize people. There should be people denaturalized, people who don't adhere to Western civilization values, whatever that means. I'm curious what you think about that, because one, it's not something he can do, right? He can't go around waving a wand and denaturalize people. There's a process. He's not supposed to.
Okay.
There's a legal process to that.
Yeah.
But what do you think is actually behind?
And of course, we have the wonderful commercial coming through. But yeah, listen to what she has to say about the denaturalization, uh, ending dual citizenship. Here we go.
Because he probably knows that he can't do it. But what do you think he's trying to say?
I think he is trying to do what he's always done, which is instill fear. He wants people to go into the shadows. He wants people to hide out the way that they're doing right now. People are not sending their kids to school. They're not showing up to work. He is wanting people to be terrified, and he only wants his kind of people on the streets. He wants everyone else to kind of languish in the shadows. But we can start with the fact that he's married a couple of immigrants himself, and we can start there if we about to start denaturalizing. I'm just saying. Oh, wow. Okay. So Ivanka and Melania. Now, I want to say this with regard to immigration, people not going to school. It is what it is. You're not supposed to be here. You are illegal. You do not belong here. And they've said to get out. So I can't sit up here and wave my sympathy. Oh, well, they're not going to school. They're not going to. You knew what was going to happen before he was elected. He said it was going to be this big, massive migration, getting the people that are illegal out of the country. So if you still chose to stay here, that's on you. You've been warned. I don't know what to tell you. Americans, we're held accountable. Break the law. Look at all the Americans trying to be slick. Some people were desperate. I'm going to give me some extra money. Some got small amounts, tens of thousands, maybe a couple of thousand. Some millions of dollars in PPP fraud. Oh, they're going to jail. They shouldn't have done that. And the same thing for illegal immigration. If you were told you're not supposed to be here, but I must go ahead and stay, that's on you. So I can't go, oh, well, they're not going to school. They're not going to work. That's on you. And people do have the tendency to come to this country, and all next thing you know, they all of a sudden they want to boss up. Excuse me? You want to make some demands. You want to protest. You can take those demand and protests back to your own country. So they get here. I've seen some of them, and they have a whole new attitude. What you demand? What have you paid in for your demand? Most of us, we've been having what is this? Taxation without representation. But you come here with your little belongings. You are bringing nothing. You contributed nothing with your hand out. You want to make some demands. So the fact that, oh, they're here not going to school, going to work because they're scared, that's on you. The decision that you made. We're held to an accountability, and so are they. So I don't have a bleeding heart for, oh no, what are they gonna do? Most Americans are just trying to survive. They're in survival mode, and there's no end to that coming soon. Now, denaturalization. Wow, he has Ivanka Trump. She was an American born here in America, and now there's Melania. So when she said that, I found that to be very, very interesting. So this bill that they put out, where they want to go ahead and stop in dual citizenship. Wow, she has something to say. What was it? Wow. He wants everyone else to kind of languish in the shadows. But we can start with the fact that he's married a couple of immigrants himself, and we can start there if we about to start denaturalizing. I'm just saying. So I believe Melania and the son Baron, they have what, Slovenian dual citizenship, so American and also Slovenian. They also just showed a video where, assuming it's Baron, he was speaking, I guess, in a Slovenian accent. So wow, how do you think that would operate? She's saying since he's married a couple of immigrants, what referring to Ivanka and Melania, start there. I would imagine for rich people, when you're on that level, don't forget, my thinking, there's sets of rules. So more than likely, it probably wouldn't apply to her. Maybe everybody else. But I'm willing to bet you for some people, they would say, oh, well, there's a reason for this, that, and the other. That's why I'm opposed to it. Why do we feel the need to dissolve dual citizenship? What's the purpose? And that's a good question. She's saying, hey, like, start with Melania. If that were to take place, I guarantee you it would not occur. There would still be some people in this country where the dual citizenship would be allowed for whatever reason. But I want to play that for you and ask you, what are your thoughts on that? With regard to the crimes that are being committed, yeah, they've been put out these reports about, the WS soldiers, more crimes committed by them. Now, I'm not saying that it's okay that we need to go ahead and keep the illegal immigrants here. I think they need to go ahead, especially if it's going to be somebody that's dangerous. You've committed a crime, you got to go. Oh, but one person did it. Guess what? Welcome to America. We're all profile. Look at those black women that went in their restaurant. Two black women at a totally separate table got into a fight, a physical altercation. Two black women. Now we've got a group of nine over here, not related, totally separate party. They're asked to leave as well. Why? They were profiled. So that happens in this country. That does happen in this country. So the fact to say, well, that was one illegal immigrant that did that, let's be real, there have been a lot of crimes committed against Americans by illegal immigrants. There have been. Not trying to negate the fact that a lot of these crimes, more crimes are committed by white supremacists. Definitely not. But this right here, I'm not trying to hear well, that was one person. And nah, a whole lot of crimes have been committed. So why don't we just deal with crimes committed by people, whether they're illegal immigrants, white supremacists, whomever it is, deal with that issue. But yeah, that right there, I concur with her with regard to a lot of white supremacists. Listen, they're not being targeted or thrown out. Well, we can't throw out. They're not going to throw out an American citizen and send them where. But yeah, they should be prosecuted and locked up for the crimes that they have been found guilty, the crimes that they committed. I totally agree with that. But the thing about it, when you have an American committing a crime, we can't just throw them out the country. When you are an illegal immigrant, not supposed to be here, what do you expect? We just can't keep you here. You need to go ahead and go or serve your time in this country, which means we'll still be paying for them and get you the hell up out of here. You got to go. Any American that commits crime, they should be dealt the same thing. But the thing is, we can't kick them out the country. They should serve their time. Go ahead. If you're a violent, you're a white supremacist, you need to be locked the hell up. with any other criminal. Lock the hell up and put away. But the thing is, we just can't ship out. Other countries, if they don't have open borders, we just can't ship them out. Other countries have known. This happened, what, in the 60s? What was that, with Fidel Castro, I believe? Man, get the prisoners. They've been doing that. Get the prisoners up out of here. Insane asylum, get them up out of here. Why? Ship them off to America. Why? Open borders. And what will that do? That'll save a whole lot of money. Oh, you will save probably tens of millions of dollars. And that's what happened. Open borders in this country. They sent them over here. You don't have to feed them, don't have to care for them, don't have to wait for medical care and correction. Basically, I believe I just said the 60s. I just checked it out. It looks like they were saying that that was basically in the 80s. Yeah. So in 1980, they allowed the Mario boat lift. The government allowed individuals with criminal records and those from mental institutions to leave Cuba for the United States. That was due in 1980. You can look it up. The Mario boat lift, Mariel boat lift. Got a criminal record? You're in a mental institution? Hey, you can get out of Cuba. Go ahead and go to America. Why? That absolves them of that financial responsibility. Again, I have in a house of people, buildings, electricity, personnel, medications, food, clothing, water. So yes, you commit a crime in America. You're an illegal immigrant. You need to get to stepping. Get to stepping. We just don't have a program where Americans that commit crime, low level vibrational, violent, the white supremacists, we can't go ahead and just ship them out. Ship them out where? But let me know what you all think about that. So two things here. To say, oh, that was just one immigrant that did that, and some of these immigrants are scared, they're not going to school or going to work. Who brought you here? That was a decision that you made. And in this country, they've been getting rid of people and shipping them up out of here. My gosh, he said it was going to happen. So if you decide to stay, that's the card that you're going to have to play. You are illegal. I don't see what's so hard to understand. That's like being in somebody's house. You don't live there, you have no ties there, and they're saying we need to go ahead and leave. You sitting here on these videos, you have the dumb American. A simple matter, it could be a trespass. It who doesn't get it? A simple trespass. Okay, this here happens, that they don't want you here. Now the police been called. I've seen on several videos. Then you look up, they're like, okay, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to leave, so many minutes to leave. And people are so emotional, they're gonna still run their mouth and not leave. Number one, you're gonna leave regardless. It's just like leave now on your own volition, or go ahead and leave in handcuffs and go to jail. It's really not hard to figure out. But they're so emotional. And I'm gonna wear my man. And another thing. Okay, ma'am, sir, need you go ahead and leave. Go ahead and leave. We're asking you right now to go ahead and leave. You can't be here, be it a business or someone's private residence. No, they're gonna still have what they have to say, and I'm gonna stand here next to it. Okay, turn around. Well, I want to leave now. That's just stupid. So the same thing with the immigrants. They have already told you. I don't know what more you want as an illegal immigrant to go ahead and leave the country. I'm staying. Oh, now I'm scared to go to work, go to school. They didn't just tell you this last week. So that there, let's not act brand new. It's been all over the news even before during the election, prior to the whole 9 yards. And again, to end dual citizenship, I'm opposed to it. Well, you gotta be kidding me. I am definitely opposed to it. And even if they were to enact that, I'm willing to bet you, she said pretty much, like he's married to immigrants. Listen, you know how politics, how the game is played. I want to bet you it would not apply to everyone. Somebody higher up, If that were to occur, I'm willing to bet you a dime to a dollar somebody like Melania would still have dual citizenship. So, what do you all think about that? Thanks for watching. Miss Jasmine Crocket, she she never disappoints, be it from her political views or giving you a read, with regard to MTG. She never disappoints. Very interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.